Hello friends, welcome to Astro Vishaka Astrology channel. Today I'm going to discuss about how the sun conjunction, if you have any planet conjunct with sun, what is the hidden planetary fusion is how you're going to shape your life, and it will be impacting at certain aspects of your life. So have you looked at first your birth chart, noticed there are two planetary or planets sitting together with each other in the same house. In astrology it is called conjunction. What actually we thinking about conjunction is like two people sharing a small room. They come together and they're gonna stay together. Maybe they are friends, or they may be enemies, or they may not be comfortable with each other, but they can't ignore each other because whole life they have to be together. So their voices, their mood swings, their actions constantly blend together to create a completely new atmosphere. Either it will be very happy atmosphere or very turbulent atmosphere, because both things can happen. When planets merge, they don't operate separately anymore. They lose. So before marriage, you are alone. After marriage, you are not alone. You are as a family. Your spouse completes you. So her characteristics or his characteristics and your characteristics should get mixed, and at certain level it get balanced. And that whatever the balance thoughts or balanced way, it comes as a new entity, and it's not single entity, it is joint combined entity giving you a different reactions or experiences to in the life. So they form a single powerful engine, and that shapes your mind, your talents, and your life path as well. So when we study conjunction, there are two main things are there. One is that what this conjunction bringing certain kind of aura or vibe kind of thing you are getting, and obviously its effects. So vibe is like your internal psychological experience you go through, how you focus, how you drive, how you personally feel from the inside out with this conjunction. Secondly, the effect is on how this internal vibe turning into the real world karma or action. So when two planets come together, there has to be some kind of vibe will be there. They have certain enmity or positivity or negativity or neutral thoughts about each other. But when after that vibe, combination of that vibe, what externally you will going to process the karma or process the effects on your karma using this combination. So now this how the vibe actually plays out is a depend heavily, and whether we are here talking about sun. The sun is merging with a benefic or a malefic planet. Obviously, with benefic experience, malefic, there is going to be a challenging experience. So natural benefic is like Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. When conjoined with sun, they tend to soften. Obviously, there are with Venus there is a issue, or they don't go well. Yet, I will say they add diplomacy. Certain kind of intellect will be added, some charisma will be there, and wisdom to your own core identity. Things often feel smoother and more fluid, so you can able to handle this kind of energies together, especially with the sun combination comes with the benefics. When comes to the malefics, the Mars or Saturn conjunct the sun, they bring heat, because sun itself is an original heat. He is the source of heat, and with this they bring heat, and Mars also carries a lot of heat, so combination. So sometimes it gives a great combination of a natural leader when sun Mars come together. But Saturn comes, then it could be challenges with relationship with your father, or maybe in the job there could be challenge, but there are certain good aspects of all this as well. We might sound intense, but exact friction is often what generates the top tier executives drive. Relentless ambitions will be there, and undeniable mastery you want to achieve. So there is a constant war going off, with tug of war between these two planets, in especially malefic support. It's a enmity is there. Then this could be a challenge which you have to handle whole life. But that makes a person thorough, I will say, warrior to handle the situation in any form in the life. So let's explore today what is Sun's conjunction happening and translating in the ancient wisdoms into the exact kind of today's context vibe and effects. And we will also see the modern reality in our life as well. So let's start with the first, which is called the focus of fusion, which is sun and moon. So when sun merges with the moon in the same house, you get ultimate alignment of conscious intent and subconscious emotions. So what happens is you become extremely high focused. You become singular, non-distracted. The kind of focus is extremely high. And because the moon is fused with sun's light, what you think is what you feel. So there is no difference of opinion because moon takes the characteristic of sun and there is no internal debate. When you decide on something, the entire being, universe moves in that direction. That is the quality when sun and moon comes together. It produces incredible builders, system creators, something you start from scratch, small, 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 and you build some empire. In today's world, this energy thrives in hardware engineering, industrial design, structural architecture, and complex system development, which where the raw ideas, very raw ideas, turn into a physical superpower or kind of reality you create, which probably no other person can have that ability. Second is a power engineer, which is where Sun and Mars come together. When Sun meet Mars, the two intense, two fiery planets, they collide. The energies are getting collide, and the high voltage and intense, unstoppable and deeply competitive uh, energy has been developed. So Mars is a natural malefic. Okay, let's be accept, adding serious heat and urgency to the Sun's core identity. Sun is your soul, your core identity. Unchanneled, it causes impatience. Obviously, the person become impatient, short fuse, and physical burnout is very fast. But when channeled constructively, it creates a raw execution power. See, Mars is executor. Sun wants to task. He want to take it and make it sure it happens. This is a mark of high stakes entrepreneurs, great entrepreneurs, competitive, athletic, directors, and emergency and response leader also can be there. Executives who thrive under very much pressure. People are working under sales pressure and all. They want to run, ensure that the numbers are happening every month, every quarter, every year. So this is where they are combination is great and run towards the problems instead of running away from them. So you are the first one to look at the problem, look at the conflict, look at the issues, and try to solve it. You are really a great solution provider. Sun and Mercury. Wow, this is a great combination. This is a strategic mind. We call it as a Budhaditya yoga, where when Sun conjunct with Mercury, intellect becomes fused with your core identity, sharp, great articulation, quick witted, and very analytical. These are the great qualities in this conjunction can bring. Mercury, a natural benefit, brings adaptability, and also they are great friends together. So, intellectual flow to the sun's authority always works positively. So, generally, Mercury has a great support to sun and they work together. Anyway, in the chart, they generally always transit very closer together. Either they are in first and second house or they are in the same house. Many times they are in the same house, and wherever it comes, the person really do well in the management and all areas. You process information very rapidly. You will understand, interpret quickly, naturally speak with inherent authority. So today there is a classic signature of tech strategist who work as a data communications, journalist, podcasters, and analytical consultants who excel in translating complex ideas into very simple, actionable insight and a very flowing manner, communicate the flowing manner. And that's the core identity of the Sun Mercury combination comes here. Sun Jupiter. Oh, this is a guiding light. When Sun conjunct with Jupiter, authority merges with higher wisdom. So you not only just try to show your ego, you show your wisdom there. and that's a great thing. Big picture, you can show that noble. You are not going to be very pushy, but you want to be very noble, where you are very much strongly follow the principle. Inherently, you are a mentorship driven person. You have the mentorship qualities. Now, what is the effect? You can see that Jupiter, the great benefic, expands the sun's ego and fills it with optimism. Sun is having a ego. He is like, I'm a king. But Jupiter, what he'll be pushing? Go in a right direction, follow the good karma, follow the rules, follow the bylaws, and follow the ethics, and desire to uplift others. That's a great combination. You naturally command respect without having, which is like you try don't try to force for it. In today's world, the energy shines in executive coaching. You are a educational coaching, educational leadership, startup advisory roles, and leading mission driven organizations, or some of the projects also mission driven projects which has some bigger cause in this society, then you will excel there. Sun Venus. This is aesthetic magnet. While they are not very good friends with each other, but Sun merges with Venus is like personal authority gets painted with beauty and charm, charismatic, polished conversation, visually driven. You want things to be seen. Um, People should be seen something great to their eyes, and you with that you can explain it. It gives a great experience, and you are very very expressive. Venus actually sometimes soften the sun's harshness, directing your personal power towards art, harmony, interpersonal relationships, one to one conversations, and human connections. This is also required in everyone's life. Today, we are missing that area. Your presence itself is very aesthetic. Your sense to knowing about art and artistry is great, and that could be your primary strategy. So people generally have a conversation, a strategic conversation happening in a restaurant or a hotel, where these people can have a strategic conversation at museums. Great place, great painting where you're sitting and doing the conversation. Sun Venus combination. Today the thrives content creation, so everyone is looking around it. Media production is going to be very important. UI UX design, aestheticness which you can bring, luxury, brand management, and most important is performing arts, where action and where your presence in kind of form of some kind of uh, very eye pleasing conversation you will do. That's the great strength of Sun Venus. Sun Saturn, this is a master architect. Finally, Sun, when the Saturn meets the Saturn, it's a light meets the structure. A person is going to be very disciplined, patient, deeply grounded and resilient. He knows that work will not happen impulsively quickly. It takes a hell of time, and some of the work required a long duration projects, and you will do that. Saturn is a malefic force, obviously, that cools the sun's ego. If Saturn is a judge, he will question you, son. You are having high ego, I will give you a problem. So it often brings early life pressures and always creates some kind of a self doubt on self. I am I doing right, or I need to do well? So always there is a confusion around that. But at the exact pressure, it builds unbreakable grit and craftsmanship over time. So you don't care about quick bursts of flame, but you are about more looking for an endurance, a long lasting, more long time work, long time projects. This represents to structural engineers. Okay, they are very clear that they want to follow absolutely rules and regulation. They are very meticulous about the work they are doing, ensuring that it has to be fine tuned, and it takes hell of time. Some projects go for a decade also, kind of more than decade or decade, kind of large projects, long term projects. So mostly government projects, you can say that you can be getting into that. And material scientist, corporate strategist also, and policy expert who build things designed to stand the test of time. That is where Sun Saturn combination works. So, ancient astrologers describe this conjunction using the tools of their time, like stonework, metal craft, storytelling. But as you can see, the fundamental vibe and effect in this conjunction is remain exactly the same today. When you understand which planet is conjuncting with sun, you will stop fighting your natural psychological wiring and start leaning or learning towards a true strength. You will find your true strength and you will focus on that. So take a look of your birth chart today. Which planet is riding shotgun with your sun and how you are channelizing that energy really matters. So drop your conjunctions in the comment and I love to give you response on those conjunctions and what you can expect, how to channelize that energy. So don't forget to like. If you like my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you like this video, please uh, give me a like button. And also we will be in this journey together, so you will get a lot of insights about the astrology which we will help you to evolve ourselves as human being. So till then, have a great time and thank you.